Hey, boys and girls, it's the Mellow Man. I'm back. I'm trying to. I'm trying to. I'm trying to get more focused. I'm trying to not be all over the place. I'm trying to tie all of my ideas in and put them into a little sound bite. It's not easy. It's not easy for me. It's not easy for any of us. The grass is no greener on the other side. I promise you, I got problems. Okay? Trust me, I got pain. Trust me, I've been through tons of pain and problems and trauma. Drug addiction, sexual addiction, physical pain, sleep problems, insomnia, financial issues. I've been bankrupt twice. 47 years old. I've been married for 16 years. I got 3 kids. Let me tell you, I've been through the ringer. Okay? The only reason I'm sharing this stuff with you is because for whatever reason, this information has been made clear to me. Okay? It's come from a lot of study, a lot of practice, a lot of mindset work, and 30 years of coaching experience where I've been helping people change their lives and learning as I go, getting more and more skilled at it. For whatever reason, this was put in me at a very early age, and it's coming out. It's coming out. It's coming out as the Melon Man. And I like this guy. I really like this guy, right? And he's becoming more and more and more of me. And I'm really filled with joy because of it. Let me tell you, we all got an energy, an entity, a joy-filled space within us, an energy within us, a power within us. We all have it. We all have access to it. We can all use it. It's the energy of love. It is the energy of this dimension. Light, love. That is the energy of the third dimension. You have access to it as I do. You have just as much access to it as I do. We can all do this, but we've got to learn how to do it. It takes a change of mind because the world doesn't teach it to you. In fact, the world teaches you backwards. It teaches you the opposite. It teaches you to get all of your self-worth from outside of yourself. The world teaches you that joy and happiness is something you gotta get. You gotta get the food to be healthy and happy. You gotta get the wife to be healthy and happy, or the husband. You gotta get the job that pays the right amount of money. You gotta get the right house in the right place. You gotta get the right car. You gotta go on the right vacation. Your kids gotta go to the right school and to the right summer camp, and you gotta have the money to do it, or you're not good. If you don't have this and if you don't have that, you're not good. If your relationship's not like this, if it's not like that, if you're not having sex every single day and you're just not in climax all of the time, then you're not cool and you're not good. That's what the world teaches you. The world teaches you to stay out of the sun. The world teaches you that if you don't eat your meat, you're going to die. Nuh-uh. The world teaches you backwards, okay? You gotta get the right information. You know what it basically is? go have an appointment with your doctor, and whatever he tells you to do the opposite. That's about it. Everything you think and have been told is bad is pretty much good. That's pretty much what it is. And that takes a lot of unlearning. We've got to unlearn in order to get ourselves back to the power, the joy, the happiness that's within us, because it's there and it's available. And today, look, I'm already jibber jabbering, blabber blabbering. Here I go again. I'm trying to be concise. I'm trying to get one message to you. It's about the mind. It's about correcting and healing the mind. Now, let me tell you, if you want to heal your mind, let me get to you about this. The first thing you got to see is that the mind has two bits. You got to understand this. The truth of the third dimension, the truth of this reality, one truth is that the energy here is love, light, love. The other truth, the other bit, is that this dimension is a dimension of duality. Okay, there's nothing in this dimension that doesn't have two sides, positive and negative, yin and yang. Okay, always two sides. Every truth is but a half truth. Okay, that's why there's different sides all of the time, because nothing is perfectly right or perfectly wrong. Nobody is perfectly good or perfectly bad. It's impossible. It's a world of duality. Water is hot. Water is cold. It's still water, just opposite poles, negative and positive. Everything is like that. You've got to see this. If you can't see this, then you can't move forward. This is step one, as far as I'm concerned, with changing your mind. And it's our mind, it's our thought, it's our word, and our action that changes our life. If you can't change your thought and word, sorry, Bob's your uncle. There's nothing you can do unless you can start to recognize that you are the creator and you're creating your life with the things you choose to think and say and do. Okay? Your thoughts create your emotions. Your emotions, the way you feel, are a result of the things you're thinking and saying. And your emotions are low, sadness and sorrow, or high, joy and happiness and love. And if you're thinking poor thoughts, then your vibration frequency is low. And if you're thinking happy, healthy thoughts, your vibration is high. Disease is low vibration. Health and happiness is high vibration. You've got to control your vibration and your frequency, and you do that with your thought and word. You do that by changing your mind, getting out of your subconscious program that's got you stuck in the place that you're in. You've got to take responsibility for the place that you're in. You're feeling that way because you're thinking and saying the same stuff every single day. That's your subconscious program that's running, that's creating what you've got. Do you want something different? Then you got to reprogram your subconscious. You got to see the two bits, subconscious and conscious mind. You've got to be able to see that. Okay? If you can't see that yet, that's your first lesson. You got to learn how to do that. And it first takes like just an understanding of mind, that there's two bits to it. The reality of life, the duality of life. You've got to see that that duality of life is inside of you. Tell me something. Do you know a man or a woman that doesn't have a father or a mother? Maybe mom and dad aren't home. Maybe mom's dead or dad's dead. Maybe they're not around. Every single one of us had a mom, had a dad. Every animal had a mom, had a dad. Everything on this planet has two bits to it. You can't be on this planet without a man and a woman, without a male and a female, without the two bits. We are all two bits. Everything here is two bits. Your mind has two bits, a consciousness and a subconscious, if you want, or feminine and masculine, divine feminine and divine masculine. Both. Gotta see it. If you can't see it, you can't change your life. Bob's your uncle. Okay? You gotta change it. You gotta see this first. First, be able to separate. There's a bit of you that's subconscious. It's just the thoughts. They're going. Most of us just have that going all the time. That's just who we think we are, what we think. It just comes up the same stuff every single day. It's 9 o'clock, time to have a coffee. It's 9:30, it's time to get in the car to drive to work. It's 4:30, it's time to pick up the kids. It's time to drive them to soccer. It's just programs. Right now I feel low. Right now I feel high. Right now I feel low. Right now I feel high. Now I'm reacting to what's happening makes me low. Or reacting to what's happening is making me high. This makes me high. That makes me low. All subconscious programs. All programs. Okay. The subconscious mind is running our lives, and it's creating the same stuff for us over and over and over again. Do you want the same stuff, or do you want something different? You got the power to change the subconscious mind. You can reprogram yourself. You have that power. You do. You do. And that power is in the conscious mind. If you like the conscious mind, you can call it conscious. It's a great way to learn it. Conscious and subconscious. Really? It's masculine and feminine. Two bits. Really, it's masculine and feminine. Divine masculine, the male God, if you will, the female God, if you will, God, if you want, or Mother Nature and God, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't matter. Two bits to the mind. One bit has the ability to manhandle the other bit. The consciousness can manage the subconscious, but it's not easy to do. Most of us have a conscious mind that is so weak and unexercised that it's struggling to control anything. It's a weak, limp dog. You know, a three-legged dog. It's like been chopped down. It just hasn't been exercised. We've just gone through life, just bouncing from this to that, reacting to this to that. Our mom said this, or dad said that. We're like this, we're like that. Our friend said this, or our job said this, or this happened to me, so I do this, and this happened to me, so I do that. Just reaction. That's not how you find joy and happiness. Joy and happiness requires you to use that conscious bit to create what you want. What you want. You've got to take your conscious mind, manhandle the subconscious, or take the masculine energy and manhandle that female energy that's jumping around, thinking, creating this or that, creating this or that. That's what the female does. It's a butterfly. It just jumps around all over the place. The man has got to come down and take that woman, take that female energy, that creative bit, and say, this is what I want to create. I got to get up in the morning and think and say and speak in my mind into my world what I want to create. That's my masculine bit. I got to exercise that part of me to create what I want to create in my life, right? Then I manhandle that female energy and create what I want out of it. And when I do that, then I affect my emotions. And when I lift up my emotions, thinking and saying what I want, I raise up the frequency from sadness to joy. When I think about what's going on in my relationship or with my finances or with my disease, that brings me down. Whereas if I think and speak about what I want to have with my relationship or what I want to have with my career or my finances or what I want to have with my health or my body fat or the weight that I want to be rather than what I am. Don't think and speak about what you are all the time. Don't get up every single day and jump on the scale and then complain. That's not how you change your life. Listen, you've got the power to change your life. You can do this. Okay? You got to first understand the two bits of mind, and then there's another part to this. But first, you got to get that. Listen, Melaman, I've already overtalked my boundaries. I just get jibber jabbering too much. Someone's got to put a noose around my neck and pull me down, okay? Listen, I'm trying to keep it to one thought. We're talking about the mind, and we got to get this first idea first. Divine feminine, divine masculine, subconscious, conscious, two bits to the mind. Get that first. Melaman, here, okay? I'll get back to you with the next bit of this in just a second. Have yourself